morning traders, Alla on May 2nd. 3 minutes before oil news release. Oil news expectation plus 1 ME. Anything above this number is bearish. Anything below this number is bullish. Oil inverts to any other news. And as we discussed prior to the news, this is reversal zone on oil. Oil at reversal zone, our bias firmly bullish. If oil collapses to this crucial support, our bias is bullish, especially. So, for the first 5 minutes, we will ignore what oil will do. We will allow oil to settle down, and we will pay attention to this chart on 1-minute charts that's been present in the room for weeks, where every single time our bias at key support remains bullish, at key resistance remains bearish. Fibonacci will always override the news, as you always witness here time and time again. From this reversal zone to this reversal zone, been the ranging market on oil. On day trading chart you can use for any day trading chart you trade. And as expected before oil news, oil staged a bullish pullback for 30 points. So again, we're ignoring anything and everything oil will do the first 5 minutes. We allow oil to settle down. And it'll be especially good news if for the first 5 minutes oil will collapse to this area. So, let's pay attention to oil at the time of oil news release, and let's remember, today FOMC morning, and S&P is doing exact same thing as we expected oil will do. So, this is where S&P was yesterday morning, no matter what chart you trade. And this is what we look forward to at the time of FOMC. Oil news is out, traders. Oil news incredibly bearish. Let's start paying attention to oil as we discussed. 66 will be such a lovely place for day trader to be. Knowledgeable trader not touching oil the first 5 minutes after oil news release. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here we are 4 minutes after oil news release. Extremely bearish news on oil, my goodness. Does it mean a thing? Of course it doesn't. We are at reversal zone. Why would anyone trade on the news? I don't know. I've learned that lesson in 2008, when stocks with solid fundamentals and stunning amazing news were crashing into oblivion. Oil dancing at reversal zone in excruciating pain, chopping back and forth. What is extremely crucial on this moment? If oil will respect this support. Oil already pulled back 35 points. Key moment on oil. As oil reminding you, no matter how bearish the news is, shorting into reversal zone never an option. Here's a reminder, the reason I live and breathe what I do. Taking a course is shortcut to 10 years of work with Fibonacci. Every single day you will remove indicators from your chart. Every single day you will trade pure price and Fibonacci. You will become better and better every time. Like Pablo, trading pre-market. He sent me an email with screenshot. Complete beginner trader. Listen to Pablo on the website. Pablo doesn't need hand-holding. Pablo never pushed the button on his computer when he signed up for private mentoring course. This is it. Pure price for entry and Fibonacci for exit. Pablo traded in European session. So, what you choose to trade, absolutely up to you. As again, Fibonacci reversal zone present on oil in a play in front of you right now. Oil rallying despite bearish news. So here we go again, just to remind you, counter trend move on S&P. Decision point 1 is a brick wall, as it's been yesterday at the time of Apple news earnings release. Chart present in front of you for years. Key Fibonacci resistance. Apple rallied. Key Fibonacci support. And in case you don't remember, the charts have been present in a trading room for years. Let me remind you. This was Apple at 91. Do you remember Apple at 91 when I said this support respected, Apple heading to 106 and 111 again? This is where Apple headed to from 91 when it came out with the worst earnings in 13 years. Apple headed to 181. An exact same support was respected on Apple yesterday, as you witnessed this morning on S&P 1-minute chart. As you're witnessing on S&P 1-minute chart in a play right now. Every day, every time, exact same formula. As oil continues staging these bullish pullbacks from reversal zone despite horrific bearish news, as expected, as identified weeks in advance, in a play in front of you right now on 1-minute chart. That's the reason we love oil news. So you can witness the accuracy of the method in live markets each and every day, each and every time. Anyone surprised? Should not be. I warned you, my bias is bullish. No surprise whatsoever. I warned you, this Fibonacci reversal zones present in a trading room for the last few weeks will be in a play in front of you at the time of very bearish news release. How many points did oil already rally? From 66.95 to 67.62. My goodness! How did we know? Fibonacci said so. What you're witnessing in front of you is 10 years of work with Fibonacci. That's your shortcut to success, as Pablo knows. If beginner trader can do this without hand-holding pre-market, what is stopping you? Beginner trader who mastered basic strategies within 2 weeks of the start of the course. Knowledge is power. Pablo never had any addiction to indicators. Pablo never had bad habits. Pablo knows would take a miracle for the price to break through this level. Just like Apple. And just to remind you what we dealt with on S&P this morning. It was this support present in front of you since yesterday. Remember that where market rallied from? No surprise. Remember that where S&P sold off from? No surprise. Exact same formula every day, every time. What you choose to trade, absolutely up to you. So if at the time of FOMC, S&P at this support, at reversal zone, our bias is bullish. Reversal zone present in front of you since last year will be in a play in front of you at the time of FOMC on 1-minute chart, just like we discussed what you witnessed on oil. Each and every day, each and every time, exact same formula. Oil has to do is break through this resistance. Quite a pickle. Struggling as expected. So, if you want to trade natural predictive tool, that's the only natural predictive tool in the market. I look forward to hearing from you. See you at the time of FOMC at 1:45 EST. And again, if you have any questions during the time we will be taking a break, pretty please review all the information on the website first under Learn and never hesitate to contact me 925-257-4298 or info@fibinstitute.com. Thank you, traders, as I continue warning you. Counter trend move, S&P at brick wall. Exact same thing where Apple will be next. Identical Fibonacci level. The only difference, this is your investment decision. You don't have to wait for days, weeks, months and years to see the accuracy of the method. This is in front of you every single day. And that's the reason I live and breathe what I do. And that's the reason, again, I encourage you to listen to Pablo. If beginner trader can do this, so can anyone. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Look forward to hearing from you. info@fibinstitute.com 925-257-4298. See you at